Hello! Now we are going to duplicate this pike fly that I mentioned in my previous video. So we'll start from the hook. The hook that I'm using for this fly is Gamakatsu, this kind of hook. And the first thing that we do is we remove the barb. So we take pliers, we hold the hook with the pliers like that, and then we turn the hook like that. And that removes the barb. There. And now we are ready to actually tie the fly. And like I mentioned earlier, we always use lots of super glue, so now we put some super glue on the hook shank. This is to make sure that the tying thread doesn't slip under the fly. There. The tying thread that we are using, always Kevlar with pike flies. So we attach the tying thread now. Here, small tip. Don't just push all the time with the same force the tying thread. It will just push the material forward. Like here, I come gently and then tightly, gently and tightly, gently and tightly. Now, obviously, because there is no material, you cannot just spin the tying thread about there. We'll make half hitch just in case. I don't know why, but I tend to do it. There. Okay, so the tail here is made of bucktail and schlafen and also flashabu. So first we will put there some bucktail, and for the tail I try to find as long hair from this as possible and hopefully not too hollow. Where can I find it? Okay, there we have. This is probably the longest. And I cut really from the close to the skin so that I can have as long hair as possible. There we have it. Then we hold apart from the middle and I pull this short hair and I throw it in the garbage bin. That one we don't use. Okay. Now I can already feel that this is quite hollow, so that will influence how we are going to attach this bunch of hair. Okay. So for some reason I like to cut the ends quite often like that. Don't ask me why, it's just my habit. And now we will attach this bunch of hair. So first make 1, 2 wraps that are loose. Then slightly tighten and look how the hair looks. Okay, we can tighten a bit more. Yeah, now it's flaring a bit, that's enough. Then we'll hold the hair with the left hand and again we'll make a loose wrap a bit forward and now we pinch really hard. This is the phase where we are actually attaching the hair on the hook. And we can make 1, 2 rounds on the hooks and then we cut the excess. And I like to position this so that we don't have hair on the under the hook, only on the sides and the top. So this looks pretty good for me. Now next we will put a schlafen. So this kind of material here. I already mentioned what kind of schlafen is good, so basically long and skinny. And when I'm making tails, I always try to find matching pairs of schlafen. So here I have pretty much matching pair, same size, same length about, and here I have another pair. It's shorter, but still they are almost identical feathers. So I like to start with the first long feathers and then the shorter ones. And I do it so that I put these 2 feathers on each other because we are not going to use this fluffy part here. We are going to remove that. So I put these feathers on each other like that. Then I'm going to cut the fluffy part away, like that. And now I'm going to do a cut so that some of the fibers are cut short. And I do it on each other, so it's just to save time. There. So now the both feathers have been cut like that. And this makes attaching it to the hook easier, and it's more secure because now they cannot just split away even if the pike is biting hard. Now these are sometimes curly, and quite often the inner pair I put so that the curly sides are facing on each other, so like this, they are flat. Okay, and now we'll try to attach them on the hook. One to the other side and the other to the other side. Come on. There. You can go back and gently and tighten a bit more. Hold them in place. Look at, okay, it looks that they are in a good position. Again, tighten. There. Now if we look from the side, they are quite flat, but that doesn't matter because now we take the second pair. These are shorter and smaller, and so the process is exactly the same. We'll put them on each other. Lots of fluffy part, we don't want that, but we still want to have relatively long feathers, so about there we cut the fluffy part away, then we do cut like that, a bit more like that. Okay, so same thing here, and now these we will attach in the opposite way. So these we want to have sort of pointing outwards, so when I put them together they look like this. So, and we'll attach them on the hook now. There are a bit of the fluffy stuff, but it doesn't matter. We can have a bit of that stuff, it's totally fine. Few loose wraps, tighten. Few loose wraps, tighten, and then we'll have a look. Okay, maybe not the best, so we can always untie, reposition, tighten them, and yep, that might be good enough. So if you look from the side, it looks something like that. Okay, next we are going to attach some flashable. This is some no brand flashable. I don't know where I got it. Doesn't matter, it's not long and curly. So this one we always, with the flashable, you always want to double it or turn the ends of the flashable. So this here would be too long, so we can measure roughly something like that might be good. We'll put the flashable on the hook. Yep. And now I have these ends pointing forward, and we'll take another glimpse of flashable, about same amount. You need a bit more, but not much. That's about right. We cut it, and then we'll have to make one more turn. About same length. Fold it slightly, one round. Okay, now it's attached, and now we can actually a bit double check that, yeah, they are pretty much the same length. Okay, now we want to pull everything back, take few loose wraps, again loose, tighten a bit, not much. Double check from the sides that the flashable is actually on the side. there. I was also pulling the feather because it looked that it was a bit on the wrong side. Okay, that looks pretty much perfect. Then we can go forward, and now always with flushable, pull the ends backwards. One side and the other side. There. Now if you want to have a bit more shiny fly, you can always leave these ends there. Like to me they don't bother at all, and this is a bit shiny fly, so that's totally fine. So I just turn them backwards. And now the tail is ready, and the final step always is to put some super glue. And you put super glue on the time thread and also on the hook shank, so that you are not just trying to secure this part, but you are also trying to fix it to the hook shank. So you want to put also super glue here at the end of the feathers. There.